Now let's talk about if and else. In Python, a two-way decision can be implemented by attaching an else clause onto an if clause. This is called an if-else statement, and then here's the syntax: if condition followed by a set of statements, and else followed by a set of statements. When Python encounters this structure, it first evaluates the condition. If the condition is true, the statements under the if are executed, and if the condition is false, the statements under the else are executed. And then here's an example. So we have an age variable set to 16, and then if age is greater than 18, greater than or equal to 18, and we'll print you are old enough to drive, and else you are not old enough to drive. So in this case, since the condition is false, so you are not old enough to drive will be printed. And then let's see this example in Python shell. Alright, let's work on a program to tell the user if they can drive or not, and this time we're going to use a file. So I'm going to save this as, let's call this age.py and define our main function. Alright, so we can again input age is integer, input, we can say enter your age, and after that we can create an if, and then we can say age is greater than or equal to 18. That's the case we can print, we can say you are if age is greater than 18, you're old enough to drive, else, then else clause, and print. Then we can say you are not old. You're not old enough to drive. So let's go ahead and test this program. Alright, so we need to call the main function, and then here instead of convert, let's okay, Python 3 age.py. So enter your age, let's say 19. You're old enough to drive. We can give it another try. Let's say 16. You are not old enough to drive. So one way or the other, we got some feedback. So when the Python evaluated this condition, when it was true, we evaluated this part and moved on. And when it was false, we evaluated this part and moved on.